So this plugin was made by Bowen Wu, and it's basically a plugin for Blender that replicates ZBrush's Transpose Master plugin. And I'll show you basically what it'll do. And I'm gonna have a link to um, Bowen's version, which is the original, and I'll have a link to mine. Mine is just slightly modified. It's like a stripped down version of his. The main reason why I made this was because I really, really love his plugin, but the problem is it wouldn't run in newer versions of Blender, like Blender 4.4.3. So my version can't do all of his things, and I'll show you um, both versions in this video, so you'll see um, his version that works completely, and then the one that I use and I strip down, and it just does basically the core functionality. And we'll do like a quick sculpting example with my model. And I just wanted to kind of give him a shout out as well. So this is a screenshot of his GitHub page, and I'll have the link so you can actually get it. So you could definitely just use his plugin, but the problem is you'd have to use like an older version of Blender, like 3.6.9, which I found to work. So really quick, so next I'll show you, if I tab over here to, this is Blender 3.6. And if you look on the sidebar, so if you press N, I have it enabled. It's called Edit, Multi-Res Transpose. And I'm just going to do a quick example. So I want these to be kind of a single object. And you just do Create Transpose, and you see all these options. My version won't have this. I tried to get it to work, but it didn't work. So I think mainly what it does is gives you the option for multi-res. So if these had multi-res data on it with the modifier, it would try its best to bring that stuff over, and you could work in that level. But I haven't really messed with this. I don't use multi-res a lot, so to me I didn't need it. It didn't matter. But you hit OK. Oh wait. Oh, let me see. Include non-multi-res. So okay, there you go. That worked. So what that did was it made a copy of a proxy mesh. So you can see that's a proxy, and that's the original. And then we could go in here, sculpt it, and then apply. Oh wait, trim in object mode, apply, and you can see it's applied our. This is the proxy, and it applied it to the original, and so yeah, it works. And then you can see there's these options. Mine doesn't have this. So now if we tab back to Blender 4.0, yeah, this one. So you tab back to Blender 4.0. This is my use case example. So you can see this is made of multiple parts. And if you look at the modifier tab, all of these have different types of modifiers on them. Like this has a subdiv of 2. This has a subdiv of 2, 1. This one doesn't have any modifiers. So this would be kind of a nightmare if you wanted to combine them and work on them as a piece, one piece. So this is where the whole reason why you want to do it, you're kind of getting zBrush's Subtool Master. So I select everything here, and I go to Edit, Create Transpose, Target. So you see my stripped down version doesn't have this. Hit OK. And I made a copy. And now let's say, oh, you know what? I want to make this a bit more narrow. You can go to Tool, you can see the options for your brush. And you know what? Maybe I want to make the head a little bit smaller. So you can go to, oops, just say maybe we'll just do it by hand here. Then you can also look, you could do face sets. So right now we don't have any face sets. We could go to face sets, initialize face sets by loose parts. So now all of these are going to be separate face sets. I'm going to hide the preview of it. And now if I do Shift A, drag out, I can mask certain areas. So maybe I want to work on this leg more. Pull this out more. And then let's say, let's do something dramatic here. So like, let's say I'm gonna do this. So I'm happy with the changes. Let's select our multi-res object, go back to edit, apply transpose target. Again, this is empty. Ours is like stripped down to work for Blender 4. And there you go. So now this one's hidden, and then all the sculpting data was applied to this one. So you can see this was modified, and yeah.